therapy for you something that's worth doing, when I know you've been there for me through all of my worst moments.
Welcome back to Delightfully Dysfunctional. I'm Kaylani, and this is Therapist Reacts. Today, I'm reacting to NF Time. We're continuing down the NF trail, the NF journey, and I'm very excited for this one. Also, I just want to say thank you for being here. We've made some really beautiful accomplishments this year with the channel, and it's been so lovely to have you delightful humans along and to engage with you, to interact with you, to get to know some of you as clients. It's been really lovely and delightful. And if you have not yet done so, please like, subscribe, and share. There's a majority of you who watch our content and have not subscribed. So do yourself a favor and subscribe. It is a gift that keeps on giving. If you'd like to work with me or would like some really cool freebies that I have on CoachKaylani.com, I also have some journaling prompts and a guided meditation that are going to really help you set up your 2025 and realign with the things that are important to you. So without further ado, let's take a walk down the journey and start with NF Time.
Even if we both break down tonight, and you say you hate me, and we go to bed angry, I know everything will be alright. I'll be here waiting, I promise I'm changing. I just need a little time to show you I'm worth it. I know that I can be a difficult person. I'm a stress case, drive you up the wall when I'm working. Actually, I'm probably worse when I'm not. You don't deserve it, make you nervous cause you know I'ma break soon. Every time I do, I say something that hurts you, acting like I'm gone, but we both in the same room. I don't like to be wrong, which I know you relate to, and I know I make you feel like you're at the end of your rope. That's when I look at you and tell you I'll be better alone. It's just a pride talking, isn't it? Cause both of us know I'm the definition of wreck. If you look into my soul, comes out the most when I feel I'm in a vulnerable place. Made a lot of mistakes, I wish I knew how to erase. When I'm afraid, might get distant and I push you away, but no matter the case, I'ma do whatever it takes.
Okay, first, I love a cello, and it's starting out with this beautiful cello in the beginning. It's never a bad idea to have more cello. And, I mean, it's interesting. I do couples work, and I work with couples, and I talk to them about really paying attention to their nervous system. And when our heart rate goes over 100 beats per minute and we're in that fight, flight, freeze state, we can no longer listen. We can no longer hear. And so much of this song is speaking to that space when we're angry, when we're stonewalling and pulling away from our partner, when we say things that are critical, when we're being difficult, when, we're driving that person up the wall, as he's saying. Those things are happening when our nervous system is in this very unregulated space and we just feel like we're in survival mode. But then he's speaking to that space from where he's calm now, and he's saying like, there's this depth of understanding that he has about himself that he's talking about, and that he's noticing, and like a desire to want to understand. And that piece is really beautiful. Like, there's a vulnerability. He's speaking about like, I know that it's our pride that gets in the way, and we both get into this spiral. We both keep falling into this place that's so difficult, this stuck place. We're stuck here. We make mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes. I wish I knew how to erase them. And I'm just so familiar with those conversations and helping couples when they are in this place of just not knowing how to get out of the dysfunctional patterns that they have. So it feels so familiar. And then when anything that is heavy is put to such beautiful song, I think you might not even know why it resonates. You might not even know, but if anything I'm saying feels like it makes a connection to you, I want you to reflect on your own life and how that might make sense in those spaces where you get overwhelmed, you get upset, and you start, you're not able to listen and you're not able to respond well anymore. How might you be able to extend the point from stimuli or incident that makes you upset to response? How can we create a pause in the middle to regulate? In this example we've seen so far in the music video, there was not a pause, right? It was like a kind of an explosion, but we're going backwards. So let's see the origin.
Race when I'm afraid might get distant and I push you away, but no matter the case, I'ma do whatever it takes, even if both break down tonight and you say you hate me and we go to bed angry. I know everything will be alright. I'll be here waiting, I promise I'm changing. I just need time. I need time. I just need time. I need time. Yeah, way before I bought you the ring, we were fighting back and forth like you were wearing a thing. Two passionate people not afraid to say what they think. Lead a passionate conversation when it's hard to agree. You know me well, sitting on the edge of my seat, looking at life, over analyzing everything. Always depressed, trying to find a better version of me. Searching for something I know's probably right in front of my feet. Stubborn as me, maybe not, but you're close to it. Got a lot of issues, I'm trying to work through them. Going to therapy for you something that's worth doing, when I know you've been there for me through all of my worst moments. And
Going to therapy, I don't know why that's like choking me up. Like, I know how scary therapy is for so many people. I know. I've seen how scared clients are in their first consultation, in their first session with me. And I try to remind them, I'm not scary, I promise. But the idea of being vulnerable, it's scary AF. And being vulnerable in a relationship is scary with another human. With their own past and their own triggers and their own trauma. And this is such a song of like patience and understanding, of embracing self-improvement, of what it takes to have love and commitment and forgiveness. All these ingredients that are necessary for a happy, healthy relationship and that scare the shit out of us. And it's funny, this line, I'm not finding it, but we're fighting as if we're already married. Like, it makes me sad that there's this idea that being married means that you are bickering with one another all of the time. And if I think if those are the examples you have, then find some new examples. I say this as tomorrow is my wedding anniversary with my husband, and I'm still so in love. And it doesn't mean that it's always sunshine and rainbows, but there have been those moments where we've needed to lean into vulnerability, and it's been hard, and it has been so worth it. It's been so worth it when you have the right person to do that with. It makes all the difference. And I will say, I did not know that I had heard this song before until it started playing. I'd never listened to the whole thing, but like that chorus I have heard before. And it's so, like, really cool actually to be like, oh my gosh, I loved those lyrics and it was NF this whole time. And I didn't know, it just wasn't in my awareness. So I want to be upfront and honest about that. But it's like a really fun realization for me as I'm listening.
Got a lot of issues, I'm trying to work through them. Going to therapy for you something that's worth doing, when I know you've been there for me through all of my worst moments. And I know it hurts knowing that I carry this weight on my chest, making it difficult for me to open up and connect. A lot of regrets, I apologize for all of the stress. That's not what I meant to do, you know I love you to death. Even if both break down tonight and you say you...
That just like gets me. I mean, I think so often, like the couples I work with, and I can even reflect on my own relationships that I've had, when it is so scary for someone to like go to therapy. I already mentioned that, but just to be vulnerable and to like work on their past, and yet that partner is wanting that so badly because they just want to be seen more clearly by them, to be loved more wholeheartedly, to let their partner receive their love. Like if you have unhealed stuff, it is hard to receive love, to accept that, and to believe that you're worthy. And if you are not feeling worthy, there's all kinds of potholes you will find. Gesundheit. And again, I know I'm kind of like repeating something I just said. It feels really beautiful, the vulnerability of this song. And I just invite you to join NF on that journey of vulnerability. That's my plea for you today, to find someone safe, whether that is your partner, whether that is a therapist, whether it's some other healer, if you have a friend you feel deeply connected with. Open up and be vulnerable and allow yourself to be seen and to be known. That's my plea for you today.
Meant to do, you know I love you to death, even if both break down tonight and you say you hate me and we go to bed angry, I know everything will be alright. I'll be here waiting, I promise I'm changing. I just need time. I need time. I just need time. I need time. Time. I just need time. I need time. I just need time. I need time.
Delivered the cello at the beginning, at the end. Be still my heart. It's like there's the vulnerability of just saying, I just need time. Like, I don't, just like that sentence. Like, I don't know. It's like bringing me to tears, you guys. Like it's powerful. I don't even know if I'm not usually at a loss for words actually as to why, but I think it's so honest and I think it's so hard to ask for that. I guess that's why. I think it's really hard for people to ask for that. Like there's so much love infused into this song and a desire to love and be loved and to want to navigate that path and to heal. And healing can't be rushed. Healing does take time, and it's a precious time. And, I think there can be a lot of frustration when we feel like our partner isn't getting it, or we, here it happened again. And yet, are we noticing the steps that have been taken? Because it's not like a linear path. There will be bumps in the road. When we're stressed, we regress. And it's such a complicated journey when you're trying to work through those things of giving grace and understanding and also having boundaries. And I know that that's a delicate dance. And I'm just really honoring the vulnerability in this song when I think about it being between two partners and the deep care and love that two people have for one another when they don't want it to end, and yet it can feel so hard to stay. And I understand that. And there's this sincere apology with lots of regrets, and just at the same time, the love is there. And the way that this was filmed with the song being named Time, it was such a simple concept, but it just continually anchors it back into that, and you see the origin story and the unfolding of their relationship. And don't disqualify the positive, and at the same time have healthy boundaries when when you need to know when it is time to leave. And that's it's just a difficult decision that I know that many people can be faced with. And I give you so much care as you make that decision wherever you may be. And I hope it's not a position that you're in right now. Oh, delightful humans. Thank you for this year of support. It has meant the world. We appreciate you so much. And please subscribe so that you can continue on the journey as we continue to really just revel in the wide expansion of human emotions that we have and that are meant to be understood through song and through conversation. It has been a lovely piece of my life to have you be a part of these conversations that we have, to be a part of the podcast. And I thank you and I honor the time that you have taken to join us here on Delightfully Dysfunctional. With all of my heart and with all of my love, I wish you a wonderful 2025, and I wish you clarity on your path. And I hope that these reactions and that the content and creation that we try to share with you does something, resonates, has you questioning, has you wondering, has you curious, has you wanting more connection, feeling connected. That is my highest hope. And thank you. We'll see you in the next one.